The time is 6 o'clock on this Wednesday evening, July 19th, 2017. It's time now for the Peter Channel 6 o'clock news on this Wednesday evening, July 19th, 2017. Good evening, everybody. I am Peter J. Wiggins. The time is 6 o'clock, and our top story in the Peter Channel 6 o'clock news is 32 million more Americans will be insured by 2026 under Senate measure headed to a vote next week. The White House still thinks that illegal votes may be given the Clinton the popular vote. Basic logic math disagree. Trump refugee restrictions left for now. Ban on grandparents rejected. DNA test confirmed teen missing since 1976 was John Wayne Gacy victim. Second Trump-Putin chat defied the norms. Body camera video allegedly shows Baltimore police plant drugs. Moon's Blue House released a 100-point agenda. How Trump made it a little easier for Assad to stay in power. The daunting mission to bring demolished city muscle back from the dead. Australian shot dead by a Minneapolis officer called 911 twice. Smoke from Mariposa County found in California makes for days hazy days in electric outage in Yosemite National Park. Jeff Sessions defense of civil asset forfeiture eliminated. Helicopter makes New York Ocean landing 2 rescued unhurt. Senator Jeff Flake defends opponent attack on Facebook for being Muslim. Terrorism attacks on the decline globally for the second year in a row, the State Department said in a report issued Wednesday. North Korea commemorating a joint Russian-North Korea declaration signed by Russian President Vladimir Putin and former leader Kim Jong-il on Wednesday. A college student from Israel whose grandparents survived the Holocaust admitted she stole an artifact from an Auschwitz-Birkenau death camp from an art project. Kim Jong-un ordered the North Korean embassy to place physical pressure on the United States during a G20 summit, according to Germany's press report. President Trump said on Wednesday he the states that favors their hand. However, the voter information say he's gone for may have something to hide. Facebook plans to launch a subscription service of news stories with testing as early as October. Attorneys for the child killer asked for the Supreme Court to delay the execution of 3 men on Ohio's death row. Senate lower court heard its ruling. The U.S. Supreme Court upheld a federal court judge order that brought in family members from 6 Muslim majorities continue to allow to enter the U.S. The U.S. Postal Service broke federal law by allowing union workers to campaign for presidential candidate Hillary Clinton, the government watchdog said Wednesday. Plainville man, a special ed teacher accused of molesting girls at Providence Mall. 2 injured in crash in front of Kingfield by Rentham. Arrest made in connection with a burned body found in Attleboro neighborhood. Broken pipe believed to the source of toxic chemical leak at Attleboro plant. Attleboro man charged with manslaughter and overdose death of a friend. Associate of Attleboro women in prison for helping to strip heroin and drug ring in Guatemala. Zoning approved for Mansfield apartment retail complex on North Main Street, right next to the train station. Qualcomm's profit takes 40% of its legal fight with Apple drags on. Family says they were booted from a flight after the toddler kicked the passenger seat. American Express profit dips on higher costs but beat estimates. Bill Ackman isn't scared to eat at Chipotle after no virus outbreak. Looking at stocks, the Dow up 66.02 points to close at 21,640.75. SP 5 up 32 points at 2473.83. And Nasdaq up 40.74 points at 6,385.04. Elon Musk calls for moon base. NASA wanted to talk about science and congressmen wanted to ask about Martian civilizations. What it told us what the eclipse looks like from space. And Tyrus Brett was a speedwalk and including a run without breaking its legs, study said. A toddler's brain damage has been reversed for over a year after nearly drowning. Baltimore boys' nuance still gripping strong. U.S. lawmakers offer permanent residence to sick baby at the heart of U.S. and the UK medical ethics debate. Dog friendliness asserts the structure of variants in genes involved in human syndrome. Peter Channel News Time is 6:04 on this Wednesday evening. It's time now for Sports Report. Boston Red Sox will be taking on the Toronto Blue Jays. The game time is 7:07 p.m. at Fenway Park. Several third base options to still available after Frazier traded to the Yankees. Papa Sandoval airs officially over in Boston. Conflicting reports surround Mac Williams' need for season-end backstory for the LA Chargers, and Dallas police spotting likely suspended assault case against Ezekiel Elliott, and also suspension cost Cowboys running back Ezekiel Elliott financially. Peter Chill News Time is 6:05 on this Wednesday evening. It's time now for traffic and transit report. Baby! Let's study off an image with red line express minus resolute rays up under the road disabled train. So on also two else one express model lanes of disabled bus, and so on else about express model lanes of traffic. On the commuter rail, Freeman train 593 5:10 p.m. from substations up in 5 minutes beyond late between Armadale and Freeman due to speed restriction. Worcester train 521 5 p.m. from substations up in 5 minutes late between Armadale and Worcester due to speed restrictions. And on the ferries, they are looking good. Okay, looking at hours and byways of New England. First, let's start off at the Xfinity Center, where an Iron Maiden concert will be taking place at the Xfinity Center in Mansfield. So expect delays and closures around the area of the Xfinity Center in Mansfield and Norton. So, road closure in Fruit Street closed until 8 p.m. Crow Street closed until 8 p.m. Spring Street closed until 8 p.m. And South Main Street closed until 8 p.m. to concert traffic. Local traffic only. Alright. Looking at highways and byways. 95 on the northbound side. It's back up between 37 Work area downtown Providence. James Fan, Mountain Open Newport Bridge Lot. Looking good. Route 3 on the southbound side. It's over between Hanover and Kingston. 485 on the southbound side. It's slow around. Route 140 in Mansfield near the Xfinity Center. 95 on the southbound side. So between 120 Canton and 495 in Foxborough. 128 on the southbound side, slow between Burlington and Braintree. 120 on the northbound side, so between Braintree and 95 in Canton, and then Hibbert again between Waltham all the way up to Denver's 120 southbound side, so between Denver's and all the way up to Woburn 7 Expressway in both ends back between Boston and Braintree. 93 in both ends downtown Boston is backed up. 128 on Mass Pike and westbound side, so between Logan Airport and Boston area to Westford. Mass Pike eastbound side, so between Newton and Logan Airport. 495 on the southbound side, so between Milford and Franklin. 3 on the northbound side, it's so between Burlington and Billerica. 495 on both ends back between Lowell and Lawrence. And 495 northbound is backed up Aria Havel. Southbound side is backed up Aria and Chelmsford. 208 westbound side, so between Littleton and Norwood after 495. 290 westbound side, it's so between Shrewsbury and Worcester. 495 on the southbound side, so between Hudson and Westboro around 495. 91 on the southbound side, so between Winslow and Harvard Connecticut. I-84 westbound side, so between Harvard and New Britain. A4 eastbound side, also at Hartford Stretch. A4 westbound side, also at Waterbury Stretch. Eastbound side, A4 slow between Denbury and Newtown. Merritt Parkway eastbound side, so between Greenwich and Bridgeport. 95 on the northbound side, so between Greenwich and Bridgeport. Up north, Vermont, Nurture, Maine hours off. Looking good. Peter Chill News Time. 6:07 on this Wednesday evening. It's time now for a weather report. And today it was a hot and humid day, and it was oppressive. Okay, looking at current conditions around the region at the 6 o'clock hour in Norton. 91 degrees on temperature, dew point. An oppressive 80 degrees, humidity 71%, and barometer 20.96. It feels like a typical summertime day in New England. Okay, looking at current conditions around the region. 91 in Boston, 90 in Bedford and Pittsburgh, and Beverly and Gloucester, A4 in Worcester, A6 in Taunton, A2 in New Bedford, it's A8 in Plymouth, A1 in Falmouth, A1 in Provincetown, 79 in Chatham, it's 79 in Martinsburg, 73 in Nantucket, it's A6 in Providence, 79 in Blocktown, 74 Newport, A2 Montauk, A4 Dislip, A2 New York City, 93 Richmond and Raven, it's 90 in Meriden, and A6 in Waterbury, A8 in Denbury, 91 in Hartford and Winslow, 90 in Springfield, A8 in Rainfield, A2 in North Adams and Pittsfield, and Benton, Vermont, and Bradford, Vermont, and Rutland, Vermont, and Silver Springs. A4 in Albany, New York, A8 in Lebanon, New Hampshire, A6 in Keene, New Hampshire, and in Javin, New Hampshire, 90 in Nashua, Manchester, and Concord, New Hampshire, A8 in Laconia, New Hampshire, A4 in Potsdam, New Hampshire, 79 degrees up in Portland, Maine. Alright, looking at surface map around the country, and it shows Stage front stretch of the line from the western Dakota's merging warm front with low pressure from South Dakota stretching down from Minnesota and down around Illinois, and a cold front from around Chicago stretching up to eastern Ontario and eastern Quebec. Front stretch from the Hudson Valley, New York State, down to the Appalachians, and a front down to the Florida Gulf Coast, and number one off the Florida Atlantic coast, and a front with a low pressure range of a parade stretching from the Colorado Rockies down from New Mexico, and a front stretching from southern New Mexico down to Rio Grande Valley in Texas. Front stretching from British Columbia all the way down Oregon and merging with from California with a low pressure from Washington down for California, and the front stretching from southern British Columbia all the way down Baja California, Mexico, and front down to western Baja of Mexico. And high pressure ridges in Arizona, Tennessee, northern Wisconsin, and northern Idaho. And a station front off the 7 New England coast. 92 degrees in Detroit, 96 in Washington, D.C., 92 in Atlanta, 88 in Miami, Florida, 96 in Dallas, 91 in Brownsville, 92 in Kansas City, 95 in Omaha, Nebraska. It is 85 in Chicago, 69 in Minneapolis, St. Paul, 88 in Great Falls, Montana, 71 in Seattle, 68 in San Francisco, 77 in Los Angeles, it's 82 in Las Vegas, it's 99 in Phoenix, 95 in Salt Lake City, 98 in Denver, and 98 degrees in Albuquerque. All right. Looking at the radar in it shows a one lonely shower off Grant Rock in Marshfield. But otherwise, it's a dry and cloudy day and humid day. And also, we've seen another spotty shower way off the Citrus and Cohasset in the Boston Harbor. And to the north of us, a line of the rain showers stretching from Morristown up in the northwestern New Hampshire and extreme northern portions of New Hampshire down to southeastern Quebec and extreme northwestern portions of Maine. Rain in the north of Montpelier. Heavy showers and storms in the northeastern Ontario. And raining heavily around St. Arts and St. Julien in Quebec, just north of Montreal. And raining just around eastern Quebec now and northwestern New Brunswick. And the showers and storms stretching in northeastern Ontario. And seeing some popcorn clusters of showers and storms from Wyoming down around the Four Corner region, and showers and storms around the coastal Carolinas, and popcorn clusters of showers down in western Carolinas. Showers and storms galore around Florida, down western Georgia, northern Alabama, Mississippi, and around Louisiana, and eastern Texas and southwestern Arkansas. And rain showers around the northeastern Illinois, just south of Chicago, and northwestern Indiana. And raining just around west central portions of Illinois. And this is a line of showers and thunderstorms that we are focusing on, stretching the line from Mason City, Iowa, down to Austin and Rochester, Minnesota, and Eau Claire, Minnesota. This was in the Minneapolis-St. Paul region about an hour ago. And we're going to time to see they're going to be headed towards the eastern line from Wausau, Wisconsin, to Madison, Wisconsin. Here next to these line of storms, and a line of showers and storms from southern South Dakota and northern Nebraska. Okay, looking at satellite picture, and it shows line of clouds from northern New England up to eastern Canada and Hudson Valley in New York. Line of clouds coming to much of coastal South Carolina and Georgia. Line of clouds coming to much of Florida and south central Louisiana and Gulf Coast. Line of clouds coming to much of the Texas Rio Grande Valley, coming to much of Mexico, and for Arizona down to Utah, western Colorado, and Wyoming, and a line of clouds coming from eastern Minnesota, northern Iowa, western Wisconsin, and line of clouds from northern Minnesota down to western portions of Ontario, and line of clouds from northern Saskatchewan down to northern Manitoba, Alberta, and northern British Columbia, and a line of clouds from southern portions of British Columbia. All right, looking at local forecast discussion. Heat index values may be near 95 in a few locations on Thursday afternoon. This may be required the issuance of a heat advisory. And we're gonna, and also, there'll be a growing concern for a few strong thunderstorms to move across the region Thursday evening and overnight. We're looking at forecast discussion. Mainly dry, but hot, humid weather persists by Thursday afternoon. There'll be a growing concern for the random showers and thunderstorms Thursday night, a few which may be strong to severe and produce heavy rainfall. They're dry and warm Friday and Saturday, but turning less humid and unsettled weather and informal showers and thunderstorms are possible at times Sunday into Tuesday. A dry trend likely to develop middle of next week with mild days and cool nights. And with daytime heat and deep boundary layer mixing, have seen some location of dew points dropping down in the 50s. At temperatures have warmer than the low 90s, limited heat indexes reaching as mid-90s. However, part of the mid-90 heat indexes were observed across northern Connecticut, Rhode Island, southeast Massachusetts. In addition to the dry air, faster winds with gusts of 20 miles have been observed as we go in the evening. Should see directly force cumulus dissipates as winds dissipate and dew points slowly rise. Tonight, quiet overall. Weak middle level trail sweeps the region towards morning, resulted in some scattered to broken cloud decks and principally observed upstream across East Great Lakes region as winds veer more west-northwest. A slight chance of a shower across the northwest high drain possible, giving coverage a lift with it upon a moisture deprived environment. Otherwise, partial clean and light winds ahead of a wind shift, allowing for the return of a higher dew-point air. Could see some patchy ground fog preceding part of west-northwest winds scouring west-northwest flow will also aid in scouring lower clouds and fog lingering across the south-southeast coast of New England, pushing it out to sea during sunrise. A dense fog advisory is possible once again for Nantucket, perhaps even in Chatham area. Will highlight the air for weather. Special weather statement time being lows are around the mid-upper 60s. All right, what I'm thinking. It was hot and humid today, very sticky tonight, more same tomorrow, and a chance of thunderstorms in the new 9 hours of tonight, of tomorrow night, and the new 9 hours of early Friday. Alright, I'm expecting tonight low 66, 72, and tomorrow's high is 87, 93 degrees. Alright, 7-day forecast. It goes like this. For tonight, we're going to have partly cloudy sky about 600 degrees. Southwest about 5 to 9 miles an hour, becoming the light available after midnight. So if you're going to the Iron Maiden concert at the Xfinity Center, no worries and weather department at all. Thursday, most of the sky about 91 degrees. Light northwest wind coming westbound 5 to 9 miles in the morning. For Thursday night, chance of showers and thunderstorms up to 9 p.m. Most clouds about 600 degrees. South about 3 to 7 miles an hour. Touchbase 40%. New rain amounts between 4 and 9 inches possible for Friday. Most of the skies about 89 degrees. Northwest about 3 to 7 miles an hour. Friday, forecast about 66 degrees. West about 5 miles coming after midnight. For Saturday, put the about 85 degrees. Saturday, chance of showers up between most of the clouds about 64 degrees and touchbase 30%. Sunday, 45% chance of showers. Most of the clouds about 36 about 64 degrees. So if you have any weekend plans, outdoors, Saturday is a better bet over Sunday. Monday, chance of showers, mostly clouds, but 79 about 62 degrees, chance ratio 35%. Tuesday, chance of showers, partly sunny, the most clouds, but 75 about 61 degrees, chance ratio 30%. And for Wednesday, most of the sky about 75 degrees. Here's weather phrase of the evening. A very sticky 9 tap and hot tomorrow. And that's me for the Peter Channel 6 o'clock news on this July 19th, 2017 on a Wednesday evening. I appear to with you. Have a good evening. Goodbye, dude. I'll see you at 11 o'clock. We're there. We're up, y'all. Have a good evening.